So today we have 3 lessons. So the first one, 2-syllable words. The second one, initiating conversation with peers. Third, summarizing and restating information shared by others. So now let's start with 2-syllable words. This is an English lesson and based on MELC. Hi, I'm Teacher Jeanette and I'm going to be your teacher for today. So this time, let's do the activity, page 31, learning task 1. So we are going to identify the name of the pictures. Okay, just get your drill boards and then write your answer. Just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your drill board and you can choose your answer below the box. Okay, inside the box, you can see the words there. So you can use it as a guide to the spelling of the words. Okay, just look at the word and what is that picture. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's start. If you're not yet done, click the pause button. And if you're done, click the play button to know the answers. So number 1, the first picture is a basket. Number 2, ribbon. Number 3, mitten. Number 4, tunnel. And the last one is coffin. Okay, as you can see, basket, ribbon, mitten, tunnel, coffin. These words contains 2-syllable words. Now, 2 syllables. To read the long words easily, use syllabication. Okay, syllabication is to divide the words into small parts called syllables. A 2-syllable word with a short vowel sounds refers to a word divided into 2 syllables and one both syllable has a vowel sound. Example, rabbit, rabbit, just like that. And another example was basket. So when we hear the word basket, it is divided into 2 syllables, bas and ket. The next one is tennis, tennis. So it is an example of 2-syllable words because they contain 2 syllables, tennis, just like that. Now, how to divide syllables? So first, you look at the word. How many vowels do you see? Example, ribbon. How many vowels do you see? We have 1 and 2. Next, say the word and then clap your hands for every sounds you hear. Okay? Ribbon. Okay? Now, third, write the chunks and think of the beginning sound of and the sound and ending sound. So, rib. So, that's the first chunk. And then we divide it. Chop. And then, bon. Okay? So, ribbon. And then fourth, repeat the chunks. Does it sound right? Now, let's try. We are going to divide these words into 2 syllables. We're going to syllabicate these words. Now, the first one, you get your drill board and then answer it on your drill board. 1, 2, 3. Go. If you're not yet done, click the pause button. And if you're done, click the play button so we could check your answers. Number 1, kitten, kitten. chop, 10. Number 2, napkin, nap, chop, kin. Number 3, pretzel, pret, chop, zel. Good. So this time, we are going to read set of words containing two syllables. Okay? I'm going to read first, and afterwards, you're going to read it. Is that clear? So let's start with set 1. So I'm going to start. Ribbon, seldom, splendid, sudden, tennis, bottle, bramble, bubble, buckle. Now your turn. Great. So now let's try to read the words here in set 2. I'm going to read first. Napkin, pencil, picnic, plastic, pretzel, problem, pub, public, puppet, and rabbit. Your turn. Very good. So now let's read the words in set 3. We have expand, expect, happen, index, insect, insult, kitten, magnet, mammal. Your turn. Very good. So now let's read the last set. Set 4. We have conduct, connect, contact, content, contest, cotton, discuss, disgust, and disrupt. Your turn. Good job. You were able to read examples of two-syllable words. Keep it up. So now let's read the phrases with two-syllable words with short vowel sound. Okay, I'm going to read first and afterwards your turn. So we have his mitten, the puppet contest, in the basket, pretty lady, public servant, the red ribbon. Your turn. Great. Now let's read the following sentences with two-syllable words with short vowel sound. I'm going to read first. The kitten lost his mitten. The public joins the puppet contest. The red ribbon is in the basket. Your turn. Great. So now, let's do this in your notebook and let's answer page 32, learning task 4. Just copy page 32, learning task 4 in your notebook and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answers only. The choices are inside the box. So the choices are velvet, button, rabbit, cotton, and candle. So before we proceed in answering this, let's unlock some words. Okay? So the velvet there is a cotton, a piece of cloth, and that cloth is an example of velvet. And you know what buttons are, right? And rabbit. So when we say cotton, it's not just the cotton that we used to uh, use when we have wounds. So another cotton is a cotton t-shirt or cotton like that. Okay? So now, you know these words, so I think you are ready to answer. Okay? Just to remind you, just write page 32 and learning task 4. The choices are inside the box. And then just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Is that clear? So now let's fill up these sentences with the complete two-syllable word. So now number 1, we have the blank hid in a burrow. Number 1, the blank hid in a burrow. Okay? When we say burrow, it's a hole in the soil. Okay? Number 2, the actress wore a blank dress. The act the actress wore a blank dress. Number 3, the blank lighted the dark room. Number 3, the blank lighted the dark room. Number 4, the blank of my blouse was lost. The blank of my blouse was lost. Number 5, grandfather loved to wear a blank shirt. Grandfather loved to wear a blank shirt. If you're not yet done, click the pause button, and if you're done, click the play button so that you can check your answer. So number 1, we have rabbit. Number 2, we have velvet. Number 3, we have candle. Number 4, we have button. And number 5, cotton. So now, let's do this page 32 learning task 4. So for this time, we are going to syllabicate these words. We are going to separate the sounds from one another. Okay? So get your notebook. Just write page 32, learning task 4, and answers only. Page 32, learning task 4, and then write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just write your answer. Remember, where we syllabicate this word, we need to chop or we need to have a line so that we could separate the first sound to the second sound. Okay? So if you're not yet done, click the pause button, and if you're done, click the play button to check your answers. Okay, number 1, window. Win, chop, dough. Number 2, herself. Her, chop, self, or the line. Number 3, tennis. Ten, chop, nis. Number 4, plastic. Plas, chop, tick. Number 5, shelter. Shell, chop, ter. Okay? So, kindly check your answers. Very good. So now, let's proceed with our second lesson. We have initiating conversation with peers. So for this time, we are going to do page 31 learning task 1. So you're going to draw this in your notebook, only the two persons there, and then write at least 2 appropriate sentences inside the dialogue box. When we say the dialogue box, can you see the almost circle there and a triangle? So that one is an example of a dialogue box. So there is a new student named Rex from Binyan City. Okay, you just have to write what will they say to one another. So Rex is there and the teacher is there. Just write in your notebook, page 31, learning task 1, and then draw Rex and the teacher, and then make a dialogue box on what are they going to say to one another. Okay? So now, let's proceed with page 33, learning task 2. For this time, we're going to need your drill board or your whiteboards. Okay, if you don't have your drill boards with you, you can use your notebook. Okay, so we are going to write the responses of the pupils to their teacher. Okay, get your drill board and then let's answer. So number 1, the teacher said, "Good morning, class." So what do you think pupil 1 will say to the teacher? Just write it there. I'm going to count 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. So the pupil 1 will say, "Good morning, teacher." Okay? Is that your answer? Good. So now let's have teacher. The teacher said, "How are you today?" Okay, what do you think the pupil will say? "How are you today?" "How are you feeling today?" Right? Okay. Now write your answer in your drill board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, your answers could be, "How are you today?" "I'm okay," "I'm fine," "I'm happy," "I'm hungry." Okay, if that's what you wrote, that you're feeling today, that's fine. Okay, the third one, the teacher said, "I am glad to hear that. What makes you happy today?" So what do you think people number 3 will say? What makes you happy today? Just write your answer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Can you tell what makes you happy today? Can you write in the chat, write in the comment box below what makes you happy today? Just write your answer in the comment box. Okay? And then the last one, that's great. Are you excited to know what is our lesson for today? Just write yes or no. You write your answer in your drill board or in your whiteboard. That's great. Are you excited to know what is our lesson today? Yes or no? Just write your answer in your drill board. Very good. So now we're done with page 33, learning task 2. So now in your notebook, just copy this, page 34, learning task 4. That's the only thing that you're going to copy. Page 34, learning task 4. Then after that, you draw two persons there, Raquel and Ian. Okay? And then you just have to write what they are going to say to one another. Okay? So the situation is Raquel and Ian are siblings. So they walk together in going home after school. So what do you think will they say to one another? Okay? Raquel and Ian. You can make your drawings like stickman. Okay? And then just write dialogues. Okay? What will they talk about? Just write your answer in your notebook and draw a dialogue box and Raquel and Ian. Okay? So if you're not yet done, click the pause button, and if you're done, click the play button. So now let's have page 34, learning task 5. So we are going to write in your drill board, in your whiteboard, their answer, okay? So page 34, learning task 5, Dana and Didi are classmates. Didi's mother bought a new cell phone for her. Didi showed her new cell phone to Dana. Didi asked Dana on how to make TikTok videos. So Didi said, Dana, can you teach me how to make a TikTok video? And Dana said, yes or no. Just write your answer in the drill board, yes or no. It is very easy to make a TikTok video. Okay, boards up. The answer should be yes. Okay, and then Didi asked, so what do you think Didi will ask? Just write your answer in your drill board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boards up. The answer could be, how can I make a TikTok video? Okay. What are the steps in making a TikTok video? What should I do to make a TikTok video? Okay. That could be your answer. But if you have a different answer from mine, you can write in the comment box what's your answer. Okay. And then Dana, just go to your TikTok app, choose a piece of music, and record it. And the last part, Didi. What do you think will Didi will say to Dana? Because Dana helped her. What do you think Didi will say to her? Just write it in your drill boards. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boards up. The answer can be thank you, Dana, or thank you for teaching me, or thanks, like that. So if you have a different answer from mine, you can write your answer in the comment box below. Okay? So now, let's do the page 34 learning task 6. So you just have to do this in your notebook and make your own dialogue from one of the topic listed below. So you just have to choose what do you want to talk about, whether it's your favorite snack, then you tell something about your favorite snack, or number 2, pets. What are your pets? Okay, and number 3, who is your favorite superhero? Okay, just have to write in your notebook, page 34, learning task 6, and pick one there that you want to talk about. Okay, and then write your answers in your notebook. Again, you're going to write it in your notebook. Just make uh, 5 sentences or 4 to 5 sentences about these things. Okay, just choose one. It can be your favorite snack, pets, or your favorite superhero. Now we're done. And we have here in our last lesson, summarizing and restating information shared by others. So, let's do first page 35, learning task 1. I'm going to read a story and then let's answer this. Okay, get your notebook and then let's answer this. Okay, so we are going to answer in your notebook, but you just have to write your answer. No need to copy this all, just write your answer. Just write page 35, learning task 1. Okay, I'm going to read first the story. The greedy snake. One day, the sun was so bright that the animal could not stand the heat. The snake was hungry and could not go out to hunt for food. He saw a salamander pass by his hole. He caught it, thought that it was not enough for him, so he let it go. He waited for a long time, but no animal passed by his hole again. He regretted that he let the salamander go in exchange for his desire to have a bigger food. So now let's answer number 1. Just write in your notebook, page 35, learning task 1. And then number 1. Who are the characters in the story? Just write the name of the character of the story. Go. Number 2. Where did the story happen? What place did the story happen? Just write your answer there. Then number 3. When did the story happen? Is it morning, afternoon, night? Just write it there. When did the story happen? And then number 4, what happened first? What is the first thing that happened in the story? And then number 5, what happened last? What is the last thing to happen? What was the ending of our story? Just write your answers in your notebook. If you're not yet done, click the pause button. And if you're done, click the play button. Now, summary is a shortened version of a story. It retells all the important parts of the story. So when we say summary is a shortened version or a shortcut version, okay? But we need to retell the important parts of the story. Okay? So a summary is told in sequence. So when we say sequence, we should write what is the first, second, third, and last thing that happened. And then, second, it can include the main idea, supporting details, and the theme of the story. The last part can be written in 3 to 5 sentences. So, we need to remember the helping tips on how to summarize. So, the first, in the beginning, you should know the characters and the setting. When we say the setting, what's the place of the story? And the problem. What is the problem in the story? Okay, number 2, know what happened to the characters and the climax of the story. When we say climax, what is the solution in the problem to that story? And number 3, the ending. You should know how the problem is solved or what's the ending of that story. So, example, at first, Einstein kite was stuck on the tree. Then, the thunderstorm came and struck the kite with a high voltage of electricity. Finally, Einstein discovered the quantum theory of light. So that one is an example on how to summarize. Okay, now this time, let's answer page 36, learning task 3. Just get your notebook and write page 36, learning task 3. Then write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the choices here are first, next, then, fourth, and finally. Okay, so the first, we write first if it's the first thing that happened, and then next, and then if it's followed by that. Fourth, if it's the fourth thing that happened, and finally, if it's the last thing that happened in the story. Okay? So just have to write your answer, whether it's first, next, then, fourth, and finally. So for number 1, He regretted that he let the salamander go in exchange for his desire to have a bigger food. Number 2, he caught it and thought that it is enough for him, so he let it go. The number 3, the snake was hungry and could not go out to hunt for food. Number 4, he waited for a long time but no animal passed by his hole again. Number 5, he saw a salamander pass by his hole. So what is the first, next, then, fourth, and finally? Okay? So if you're not yet done, click the pause button. And if you're done, click the play button to know the answers. Okay, number 1, let's check. Number 1, the first, number 1, this is the finally. Number 1, it's finally. Okay? Number 2, you can answer there whether it's next or then. There can be two answer, next or then. The number 3, it could be next or then again. And the number 4, that is the fourth thing that happened. And the number 5, it's the first thing that happened. Okay? Now, let's do this last activity, page 36, learning task 4. Just write in your notebook, page 36, learning task 4. So, for this task, you are going to write the summary of the crocodile's caretaker. So, reminder, just have to write the important details, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, just write the summary of this story. I'm going to read first the story. The crocodile's caretaker. The thief escapes from the jail and runs away into an isolated island. There he comes across a crocodile in pain because of the nails in his feet. The brave thief gently removed the nails. The crocodile left without hurting him. Then one day, the hunters came to get wild animals. They placed all the animals inside the cages and sold them in the village. The tribal chief bought the animals for his village. The village soldiers captured the thief and threw him in the crocodile's lair. The thief begs for his life. 1 month has passed, but still the crocodile didn't eat the thief. The thief realized that it was the same crocodile that he helped in the isolated island. The tribal chief forgave the thief and asked him to become the crocodile's caretaker. So just get your notebook and summarize. Write a shorter version of this story. Remember to write the important details in the story and write the important parts. Just remember to write the beginning, the middle, and the ending. Okay? If you're not yet done, click the pause button. And if you're done, click the play button. Thanks for watching. So just click the subscribe button so that you will be updated to my other videos. Bye!